Darla here's got a whole lot of flies all over her. And I think something happened here with her horn because it is all red down there and it looks like she broke it or something's going on. I don't know. I feel really bad looking at it and looking at all these flies. Can't find the powder to put on her though to make the flies go away. So I might have to run to Tractor Supply sometime today and maybe get that and some iodine spray for her. Sweet girl, I feel so bad. Yeah. I mean, maybe some people who think the virus is fake. Someone I know thinks that. Huh? You don't even want to wear a mask, Mom. You say you only wear it because if you didn't, it would be against the law. Trump wears masks. So much water everywhere. Finally. My parents are leaving me behind. Don't worry, I'm just back here dying.
You remember what I said about s'more? How I get them to coming?
Yes.
That's what I do to you? Well, that's what I'm doing.
There's so many dog tracks.
Alright, I don't need to hear that.
Well, I just wanted to say it because you were not being nice.
Look at all these pecans falling out there. These little pecans.
It's like Grandma's backyard.
What, Natalie?
Her backyard used to be covered with those.
Yeah. Too bad they're so small ones. I wish they were the big ones. Would have been real nice.
Used to make us do child labor and pick them up in a Brahms bag.
That's child labor, picking up pecans.
Well, I guess it's not really child labor because we're not getting paid for it, huh?
Slave labor, man.
Yeah, it's slave labor.
There's a difference. Get your story straight.
This looks like it says 12. 1, 2.
It's very soft.
Dan didn't understand the concept of making the that pond over there in the shape of a V.
Oh.
Why not?
I have no idea. I tried explaining it to him, and he's like, it just doesn't sound like it would work. I was like, how would it not work? You just make it into the shape of a V.
Make a hole.
And he's like, do you mean like a triangle? I was like, no. 2 lines connected at one point. He just didn't get it. I don't know why. Guess I'll have to see it. What, you see a deer
No, I thought
in the twilight zone?
I saw Bigfoot.
Thought I saw myself over
I
there.
thought it was a Bigfoot.
That's probably what you heard in the woods the other day.
I don't know what it was.
Natalie's convinced there's a Sasquatch out there, Daddy.
There is.
Where?
She said she heard a loud movement too, and she
Here?
saw the trees move really.
I
here?
did, and the trees were high. Yeah, because I thought it was you. It was when me and Mom were on the other side by Theo Val's where he has his stuff. You know, if you go down a little bit to the left, there's all those boulders.
I haven't seen anything on the cameras.
Well, that's because he knows.
Oh, he knows what the cameras look like?
He does.
He can see the cameras before they take a picture?
Yes.
Or maybe he's watching.
That's how
he's got
he's
his
so
own
hidden.
cameras, and he's watching us where we're putting our cameras, and he's like, oh, look, they're putting a camera right here.
But I heard rustling. Mom and I were kind of separate, but I heard rustling, and the trees were moving really high up, as if it were like you shaking the trees.
Yeah.
And I really thought it was you, and so I went and I got Mom, and she's like, no, like Dad's on the other side, like by where your rooster dam is, you're working on it over there. And I was like, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure that something just happened.
No comment.
I swear it happened. I wish Mom was closer so she could have seen.
I'm just glad enough of the peanut gallery. I don't know if I want to.
Maybe something was in the tree, Natalie, like Dad said, the raccoons.
Or it could have been a big old bird or something.
Oh yeah, a big bird was in the tree.
I'm bet Smoey was eating some of this yesterday.
Is that why it's all empty, or what?
No.
Hey.
No, it just hasn't grown yet.
He was taste testing it, making sure it was okay.
Yeah.
Just tests everything he sees. Once
So
he gives
should
it
I
a
get-
good sniff.
If I'm going to plant tall grass here, should I get rid of these mosquitoes right here?
Why?
So I can plant tall grass all the way across.
I don't want the tall grass.
I know what you don't want, but I'm going to plant tall grass all the way through here.
To feed to the goats?
No,
Or just to have?
as a barrier.
Between what?
Visual barrier between the field and here.
Oh.
I'm going to plant it all like this way. And right here. So you can't see Sasquatch when he jumps out.
I was gonna say, Sasquatch's gonna jump out on you.
I think Sasquatch.
Good,
Well,
at least we'll know it's true.
how tall's the grass?
You won't be able to come
5,
here
6
and look
feet.
at the nice
Sasquatch should be taller than that. I imagine he's about 7 feet.
Yeah, but he'll be hunkered down.
I've been walking around the perimeter to check to see if Darla had a miscarriage somewhere. And then someone over here has been following me. And now he's brought all his little friends. Darla's just been looking a lot skinnier today than usual. I mean, I guess from here she kind of... No, she doesn't. She really doesn't look like she's pregnant. Or maybe a little bit. I don't know. I think the camera's making it look different than in real life. She looks a lot skinnier today than she has been lately, so I just wanted to make sure that she didn't have a baby somewhere that was a stillborn or something. But she's not really supposed to be born until the end of the month, or maybe even next month. But I did put some of that powder on her to get the flies to go away, and they look like they stopped bothering her for the most part. And there's, I don't know if you can tell, but some Vaseline also. Seriously? Just had to pee right now. I put some Vaseline. Luckily, my mom had some Vaseline. I put it on her her horn there, so the flies won't be laying any eggs or nothing in there. Now she's pooping, but at least the poops are healthy, so that's good news. None of them look like they have scours or anything, or have clumpy poop. So, look like they're all in pretty good condition, which I am grateful for. She's just coming close to me so she can also pee, which is nice. How sweet. But now I can get a really good look at her horn. Happened, but hopefully it heals okay. See, that's her belly. See, it kind of even goes in, like right there. So I don't really know what that's about. I don't know. It's just strange. Anyways, pretty much done walking around. Doesn't look like there's any carcass anywhere from anything. So that's always good. Hopefully she is actually pregnant, and that maybe today she just doesn't look as big as she normally does. Has Honey, as sweet as ever. Cupcake over there. Looks like she has a normal walk today, and her bleat is just sounding awesome. It sounds as loud and annoying as ever. Before, last week and the week before, her bleat was just really, really, really weak, and she was limping on her right front hoof. But it doesn't seem to be doing that today. And then also we brought her and Darla and Smoey out over there to walk around, but Smo was leading them further toward the trailer over there and just being a really bad example, so we had to put them all back. Maybe Smo's just not the best to lead anybody because he's bad. He doesn't listen to anybody, he just goes wherever he wants to. Now they're all over here eating. Just because Smoey led them over here because he's a baby and had to be right near me. Her fur does feel different than it did before, but maybe it's just because winter's coming and maybe she's getting a thicker coat. It used to be so super soft and silky, and now it's just more like coarse. I don't know. I guess she'll be fine. I'm just keeping an eye on her just because she's worrying me lately. Same with Darla. But other than that, the rest of the goats are doing good. Nothing concerning about them. Sunday is as big and masculine as ever. I don't know if you can tell or really see his little beard. He's got a little bit of a beard going on. And some giant horns on him. Bless you. He was being so sweet today. Sometimes he acts like such a baby. Even though he's gonna be this big old buck someday. So hopefully he just keeps that little baby attitude and he's just super sweet. Even though he's gonna be a giant monster. I was able to put some Vaseline over there on her, see if I can see it. On her horn that was injured. And I just feel really bad for her. I have no idea what happened, but it must not have felt good. Poor baby. And here's Smoey and Coco. It worries me that they're eating, you know, the bottom quarter to the bottom half inch of the grass, because that's where all the worms and parasites are going to be. And there's like poop, obviously, everywhere. So it feels like there's no avoiding that until we are able to get it all separated, and then half of the land will be able to rest, and then, you know, that grass will obviously be taller and be better for them to eat because it won't have any live parasites in it. And here's Ruth, sweet girl who's been wanting some pets lately, especially from Dan. She's been loving Dan. Will just put his hand through the fence and she'll just come put her face right up against it. She's just been loving pets lately, and I'm glad she's coming out of her shell a little bit more. Hopefully she'll start being nicer to the babies too. Here's Dixie. I was able to pet her when she was laying down and turned away from me, but I think that's a step in the right direction. He has to be right by his BFF. He has to be right by his BFF, don't you, Smell? Sunday has been kind of acting like a baby today. I was squat down and he just kind of put himself in my lap and put his shoulder on my head and just wanted some pets and some snuggles. So even though he's going to be a big buck, he's always going to be a little baby. Aren't you, Sunday? You're so handsome, Sunday. Oh, who was that? Honey? Honey just sneezed. Here's Smoey again. Always having to be right by me. Oh, that's a bad angle. Don't want to see that, Smo.